Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sales Remastered. My name is Daniel, and I want to know if you can relate to this question of staying motivated. How can you do it, right? How can you do it when everyone around you kind of seems content? They kind of seem satisfied, but you have like this hunger inside you, and it's hard to deflect all these, all these other negative influences or these negative comments around you. And it doesn't always happen at work. It can happen outside of work. It can happen within your closest circle. And I think that the true way to actually stay motivated is understand what's actually holding you back, what's being an anchor to your momentum, what's holding you back from reaching your full potential. And so I put some thought to that, and because I everything that I'm sharing on here is something that I experience, and I think that's the value that I can bring. If this is your first time watching Sales Remastered, again, my name is Daniel. I've been a hustler, a natural born hustler for damn near all my life, and along the ways I've encountered some very untraditional experiences, and you'll learn more as you continue to follow. But essentially, I learned a lot about life and how it applies to business and vice versa. So much so that I've been able to see the common trends change and adapt to modern time. And why I would know about modern time is because I'm in the trenches. I do manage a sales team, but I'm also a salesman at heart. Not just at work, but just with any form of communication, because the whole intent of sales is communication. And so what I want to share with you is, based on my experience and based on what I've reviewed, what I've researched, what I've studied, share with you some of the information that I found so that I can help you. It can help you progress, whether it be in life or at work, mentally, physically, or spiritually. And so this video is going to show you how do you stay positive when you have all these other voices of doubt around you. And the answer is that you have to recognize the voices of doubt, the root of these voices. And typically these voices aren't, necessarily negative people around you, the competitive nature of your teammate who puts you down or makes fun, in that camaraderie type spirit, not intentionally. But you have to realize that the root of these voices that are telling you to be cautious or telling you to be safe or be careful are usually those who care about you the most. And because they care about us and because they hold such an important influence to our lives, whether it's family, close friends, spouse, we need to realize, number one, is that they're always going to tell you some information that is good for you, and naturally they're going to want to protect you because they care for you. Where we as humans, it's by nature to listen to those influencers or listen to those mentors, because sometimes those mentors are our parents or our guardians or maybe an older person who went through the experience that we did, but in a different time. And I think that's the key, is that that voice of reason, where if you, let's say you share your plan, your goals, your aspirations with somebody, and that person that you're sharing it with can be a major influence. It could be your parents, it could be your grandpa, it could be someone who's gone through that path before, and naturally they may tell you, what, go ahead and be all you can be, but just be careful because of this. And they'll plant doubts in your head, and it's not with bad intention. They're just looking out for you, but it's going to be based on how you receive that information, on how you react to that information. And so, for example, if you went up to, let's say, your grandpa or your mom, and you said, hey, you know what, I got this great idea, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, it's going to be great. And their response is, oh yeah, that sounds awesome, I'm sure you'll be good at it, but just be careful, or just, if you get rejected, don't get hurt feelings or something like that, or just keep trying, or keep your options open. And so when we hear that, even though we may have a strong mindset, that voice will still be there, and that doubt will slowly grow into a parasite inside of our mindset that holds us back, and it's natural. But when we realize that most of the influences we get are from an older generation, and they mean a lot to us because they're very close to us, that we really have to kind of analyze that voice. We have to break it down and really make sure we're comparing apples to apples, per se. And so if that voice that's telling you to be safe, be cautious, we have to look at their life experience, meaning that, what age did they grow up? What era did they grow up? Was internet even was it even a thing yet? Or like social media, or cell phones. You have to really kind of compare that information or that advice you're getting to whether or not it's applicable with the resources and the tools that we have available for us today. And now that I think right now is a huge opportunity to really take advantage of communication, and that's what you see me doing here in establishing these vlogs and this video content and sharing value through a free page that I set up on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. And it's really designed to help anyone who is within the same challenges that I face each day. And that's really being part of an emotional sport called sales, which is an emotional roller coaster. I mean, you're gonna have ups and downs, and it's just a given. And it takes a specific mindset, it takes a specific thick skin to go through that type of endurance. And me being in sales for so long, I understand that how much value this brings, because I've seen plenty of sales representatives who could be great, but it's just minor tweaks and adjustments that need to be done, and they can just unlock their full potential. And so I thought it'd be necessary to share this, because I think that there are a lot of reasons why we hold ourselves back, from reaching that next level, whether we don't want to let someone down who, let's say was our mentor, our family members who we shared the information with, and they're the ones that told you. We don't want that aha moment with them, right? Like, oh, I told you so. That's the last thing we want, because growing up, these influencers may have been in our lives, and they always told us what to do, so naturally we tend to listen. But when it comes to your aspirations, when it comes to your dreams, you got to go with your gut. You got to be able to be so confident in the vision that you see, and be so much in love with the process of creating it and building it, that even if you don't see the results right away, your hustle will naturally keep you on pace. Right? Because it's part of you. It's something in your gut that's telling you that this is right. And whether or not you are wrong at the very end, you're gonna grow stronger from the errors, the experience, the mishaps, the stress, or even the victories. Either way, you're gonna grow. And nothing that any mentor, any experience, or anyone outside of you can tell you how you feel, how you are, right? No one's walked a day in your shoes. So you really gotta put that, into perspective, because I think that a lot of the reasons why we don't give it our all is because we truly don't really pay attention to our why, period. Like, why do you do what you do? Why do you work harder than the next person? Why do you want the success? Why do you want money? Why do you want the freedom? Why do you want the cool car? You know what I mean? It's that why deep down inside. And what sparked this thought was I'm reading I'm actually, I listen to audiobooks, and there's one book called Millionaire Habits. And I love that shit. I don't know about you, but I love it. It gives me perspective to figure out what goes on in the mind of millionaires and entrepreneurs, and I'm just fascinated with that. And so there's this one thing called 7 layers of why, where you ask yourself, why do you want to be an entrepreneur, or why do you want to be a salesman, or why do you want to be filthy rich, that whatever it is, and then you ask why. You keep peeling down the layers, and usually by about the 6th or 7th why, you're going to find out the true reason. And most of the time it's because you want control. So if you want control, you got to take action, right? You're either going to sleep with your dreams, or you're going to wake up and chase them. So I hope that this video helped, and I can't wait to see you to the next one. Thank you so much for the support. I see your comments, I see the followings, every single like and new subscriber that I get. I appreciate you guys. So much more to come. I'll see you later.